Did school ever teach you how to manage a credit score, negotiate a salary, or build a budget that actually works? Of course not. Most of us left school knowing the Pythagorean theorem but clueless about compound interest. While education gave us academic knowledge, it failed us in the one area that touches every part of adult life: money. In this video, we're breaking down the top 8 money skills schools should have taught you, so you can stop guessing and start building wealth like a pro. Let's dive in. 1. How to build and maintain good credit. Credit impacts almost every major life decision: buying a car, getting a house, even landing a job. But most people leave school without knowing how a credit score even works. Your score is shaped by how timely your payments are, how much credit you use, how long you've had accounts, and more. A high credit score can save you tens of thousands in interest over a lifetime. Meanwhile, a low score can block you from renting an apartment or getting approved for a phone plan. Building strong credit means paying bills on time, keeping balances low, and not opening too many accounts at once. You also want to check your credit reports for errors at least once a year. Think of your credit score as your adult report card. It silently works for or against you. Mastering it early gives you leverage when you need it most. And trust me, when you're applying for a loan or negotiating terms, that little number makes a big difference. 2. The power of compound interest. If there's one money concept that should be taught in every school, it's compound interest. This is where your money earns interest, and that interest earns more interest. It's how the wealthy get wealthier, and how regular people can build serious savings over time. For example, investing just $200 a month with a 7% return could grow into over $520,000 in 40 years. But if you wait just 10 years to start, you lose almost half of that growth. That's the power of time and consistency. Compound interest works like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small but gets huge fast. On the flip side, it also works against you if you're in debt, especially with high-interest credit cards. Understanding this early could be the difference between living paycheck to paycheck or retiring comfortably. Start now, even with small amounts. The results will shock you later. 3. Reading financial contracts before signing. Ever skimmed a loan document or a phone plan agreement? You're not alone. Most people sign financial contracts without really understanding what they're committing to. But hidden in those papers are interest rates, fees, penalties, and obligations that can cost you thousands. Schools should teach us how to read the fine print, spot red flags, and ask the right questions. Even something as simple as a gym contract or car lease can come with traps you didn't expect. A little knowledge here can protect you from long-term regret. Make it a habit to pause, read, and understand before signing anything, especially when it affects your money. If something feels confusing, don't be afraid to ask or walk away. Financial awareness starts with being informed, not intimidated. 4. How to create a realistic budget. A budget isn't about being strict, it's about knowing where your money actually goes. Schools teach algebra, but not how to balance income and expenses. Most adults only learn budgeting when they're drowning in bills. A simple 50-30-20 plan, 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings, can transform your finances. Budgeting helps you spot overspending, cut waste, and take control. It gives you permission to enjoy your money without guilt because you know what's covered. With budgeting apps and digital tools, it's easier than ever to stay on top of spending. The goal isn't to feel restricted, it's to feel free from the panic of, where did my money go? Budgeting is the map, your income is the vehicle. When they work together, you arrive at your goals faster and with fewer detours. 5. Tax planning fundamentals. We all pay taxes, but very few understand how to legally pay less. Schools talk about the Boston Tea Party but rarely teach tax deductions, credits, or retirement write-offs. Basic tax planning can save you thousands every single year. It starts with knowing which forms to use, how to track deductions, and where to find legit savings. Contributing to retirement plans like a 401k or IRA doesn't just help your future, it lowers your taxable income today. If you're self-employed or have side income, taxes get even more complex, and more expensive if done wrong. Adjusting your withholdings can improve your monthly paycheck without surprises at tax time. Knowing how to navigate taxes helps you keep more of what you earn. And that's one lesson worth learning long before April rolls around. 6. Insurance literacy and protection planning. Insurance sounds boring, until you need it. And then you realize just how expensive it can be to not understand it. Schools often skip over health, auto, home, and life insurance completely. But knowing the difference between a premium and a deductible could save you thousands in the long run. Insurance isn't about covering every bump and scratch, it's about protecting yourself from financial disaster. Learning how to compare policies, understand coverage limits, and choose what you actually need is essential. For instance, choosing the right health plan can mean the difference between a $500 and a $5,000 medical bill. Don't overpay, but don't underinsure either. Insurance is about peace of mind, and smart planning means fewer financial emergencies down the road. 7. Salary negotiation strategies. Your salary isn't just what you earn, it's what you build everything else on. Yet most people accept the first offer out of fear or uncertainty. Schools don't teach us how to research market salaries, frame our value, or negotiate confidently. But even a small raise early on compounds over a career. A $5,000 bump at age 25 could lead to $200,000 more by retirement. Negotiating isn't about being pushy, it's about being prepared and professional. Practice saying numbers out loud. Learn to counteroffer, not just accept. Whether it's a job offer, a freelance gig, or a raise conversation, knowing how to speak up for your worth can change your financial future. The more you advocate for yourself, the more opportunities come your way. 8. Managing debt strategically. Debt can either crush your future or help you build it. It depends on how you manage it. Unfortunately, most schools don't teach the difference between good and bad debt. Taking a student loan to build a career may make sense, putting a vacation on a credit card doesn't. Interest rates matter more than most people realize. A mortgage at 4% is manageable, credit card debt at 20% is dangerous. Strategic debt management means paying down high-interest balances first, avoiding payday loans, and understanding your repayment options. It also means knowing when to refinance or consolidate for lower rates. Ignoring debt only makes it grow, while facing it gives you power. With the right plan, you can break free and use debt as a tool, not a trap. There you have it, 8 essential money skills that schools should have taught us all, but just because they didn't, doesn't mean it's too late to learn. The moment you begin applying even one of these skills, your relationship with money starts to shift. You feel more in control, less anxious, and way more confident. Financial education isn't about getting rich overnight, it's about building habits that last a lifetime. So don't stop here. Keep learning. Keep growing. And make money work for you, not against you. If this video gave you even one helpful idea, take a second to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Please drop a comment below this video about which money skill do you want AI to teach you next. Thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video.